Hello, 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 welcome back. So we almost done with the bulk of React concept of the foundation. However, the next important piece of the puzzle is how to access some of the underlying lifestyle events, lifestyle processes that React component go through when you create an element out of it. And then that element gets to re-rendered and eventually it gets removed from the real DOM. Okay, so we will be talking about React component lifecycle events. So the way we work with those events, we basically have three main categories. We have mounting events, we have updating events, and we have unmounting events. So mounting events, it's when we created an element and that element will be also attached to a real DOM. Those usually the first events that are fired. So component will mount. That's the first event. Then we go through the updating, and then at the end we have the second mounting event. Component did mount. Component did mount is often used for making AJAX or XHR requests to the server. You would see an example how to fetch data from the server. Why it's used? Because React DOM on the server, it's not triggering that event. So it's very good to put some logic that is only that you want to execute only on the browser. This way you are pretty much safe and secure if you're gonna re-render that component, reuse that component on the server for isomorphic/universal approach. Then the second category is updating. So basically, they're triggered multiple times through the life cycle of a single event, and they're responsible for certain logic. For example, should component update or component will receive properties. So by putting certain code into those events, you get more control. Basically, you have more power as a developer to customize the behavior. For example, you can decide exactly when you want this component to be re-rendered. For example, if you have a large object and then you have some properties, so you go multiple nested levels deeper in that object. So React is not gonna go ahead and perform a deep comparison for you. It will basically decide, hey, this is a completely new object and it's better for me to re-render it to be on the safer side. What you can do if you want to optimize the behavior, you can go ahead and write some code and do the comparison and then decide whether you want that update or not. This way you can optimize your elements. And then the last category, it's unmounting. This is very useful if you're integrating with some other libraries like jQuery. So first of all, you would mount certain events. You would attach certain events to other objects like window or jQuery objects. But then you want to remove those events. You don't want them to be there forever, especially when your element is gone. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be pretty. So you need to clean up. So that's where we want to put that code. So imagine like if you didn't have those events, so basically you wouldn't be able to optimize, you wouldn't be able to put some logic to fetch some data from the server, you wouldn't be able to have some place to safely clean up the extra events that you're attaching to other objects, not React objects, right? So very, very important concepts, and we will be using it a lot in the subsequent chapters. So enjoy the reading. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.